If you have found your way to this exact moment, in this exact second of time, I need you to understand that this is not a coincidence. The universe does not make mistakes, and the divine forces that watch over you do not operate by chance. You have been brought here because your soul is exhausted. I know you are tired. I know you have spent decades of your life giving, sacrificing, and pouring your heart out for people who never fully appreciated the depth of your love. You look in the mirror and you see the passing of time, the physical toll of a life lived carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. Your body holds the memories of battles you fought silently, the aches and pains of endless hard work, the restless nights where you stared at the ceiling, wondering when it would finally be your turn to rest. You look at your bank account and feel a heavy anchor of injustice, knowing you have worked so incredibly hard for so long, yet financial peace always seems just one step out of reach. And then there is the quiet space around you, the profound loneliness. Whether you are divorced, widowed, or simply feeling entirely invisible in a crowded world, your heart longs for a true, deep connection. You wonder if the season for true love has passed you by. But I'm here to tell you with absolute divine authority that your season is not over. It is just beginning. You are one of the chosen ones. The pain you have endured was never meant to break you. It was a rigorous, sacred preparation. For years, you have been pushed to the edge, tested in the fires of isolation, financial struggle, and physical exhaustion. People who do not possess your spiritual depth would have crumbled long ago. But you are still standing. You have been hidden away by the divine, kept in the shadows so that you could be forged into something unbreakable. The world may have underestimated you, dismissed you, or forgotten you, but the universe has been meticulously setting the stage for your grandest chapter. The struggles you faced were not punishments. They were the exact catalysts required to clear the path for a massive, unprecedented wave of blessings. You are stepping into an era of profound spiritual and physical rejuvenation. The exhaustion that has settled deep in your bones is being replaced right now by a vibrant, renewing energy. Your suffering has served its purpose, and the debt of your pain has been paid in full. Now it is time to collect your divine inheritance, but you must be aware of the energetic shift happening right now. You are tired of waiting, tired of feeling lonely, tired of counting every penny. There is a hidden divine alignment occurring at this precise moment, a cosmic sequence of events orchestrated exclusively for you. If you ignore this profound signal, you risk letting this sacred window of opportunity close, forcing you to remain in the cycle of endless waiting. You do not have to wait anymore. The universe has prepared a definitive exit from your current struggles. It is called the Chosen One's Code, a profound unlocking of how to turn every ounce of your lifelong adversity into your greatest earthly power. This is the exact philosophy and practical wisdom for those who have been underestimated by the world, showing you how to transform rejection and hardship into an unshakable mindset and massive financial success. And as you step into this newfound power, you are also being granted the keys to advanced emotional shielding, a rapid method to instantly block toxic environments and never lose your peace to those who try to provoke you. You will naturally embody the language of silence, mastering the unspoken presence that forces everyone around you to instantly respect you without you ever having to raise your voice. You will easily integrate the hidden discipline protocol, adopting the exact 21-day routine of the world's most successful minds, destroying procrastination forever. And you will be fully equipped with the knowledge of moving from scarcity to abundance, unlocking the prosperity codes and mental maps that separate those who merely survive from those who build absolute empires. This calling is incredibly urgent. The divine timing is perfect, but this door of opportunity will not remain open forever. Look at the QR code at the top of your screen right now, or tap the link in the first pinned comment to unlock your divine resolution before this sacred window closes. As you embrace this supreme calling, everything around you is going to change. The heavy, stagnant energy that has kept you trapped in a cycle of worry is dissolving. Imagine waking up tomorrow morning, and instead of feeling the familiar dread of bills or the ache of a lonely house, you feel a profound, unexplainable peace washing over your entire body. Your cells are listening to your newfound faith. They are rejuvenating. The physical vitality you thought was lost to your youth is returning to you because your spirit is finally at rest. You are stepping into a timeline where provision comes effortlessly. Financial miracles will begin to arrive in ways that logically make no sense, but spiritually make perfect sense. You will find that money flows to you not through backbreaking labor, but through divine alignment. The debts that have haunted you will be cleared, and you will finally experience the luxury of true rest. You will no longer worry about how you will afford your needs, because the universe is stepping in as your ultimate provider. And your heart, the heart that has loved so deeply and been hurt so profoundly, is being prepared for a magnificent connection. Do not ever believe the lie that true, passionate, soul-level love is only for the young. The love that is coming to you now is a mature, deeply grounded, and fiercely loyal love. You are drawing in a partner who sees the gold in your scars, someone who understands the depth of your journey because they have walked a parallel path. This person will not bring you confusion or chaos. They will bring you peace, companionship, and a safe harbor. They will hold your hand in the quiet moments and celebrate your victories. The loneliness that has felt like a physical ache in your chest is evaporating. You are being surrounded by love, both from the divine realm and from the physical world. You are finally being seen, truly seen, for the magnificent soul that you are. The divine time is moving incredibly fast right now. Do not forget to access the link in the pinned comment before this narrow window closes completely. This is the moment you have prayed for. Every tear you shed in the dark, every silent plea for help when you thought no one was listening, was heard. The angels have collected every one of your sorrows and are now transforming them into your greatest triumphs. As you walk forward from this day, walk with your head held high. You are not a victim of your past. You are the victorious master of your future. You are a chosen one. You possess a resilience that most people cannot even fathom. The second half of your life is not a time for winding down. It is the time for your most glorious ascent. You are going to experience levels of joy, wealth, and health that will leave those who doubted you in absolute awe. You will look back at the difficult years not with bitterness, but with a quiet, powerful gratitude, knowing that the fire merely polished the diamond of your soul. Breathe in this new reality. Feel the warmth of the divine light wrapping around your shoulders like a heavy, comforting blanket. You are protected. You are endlessly loved. You are abundantly provided for. The struggle is over. The waiting is over. Your golden era has officially begun. Stay in this peace knowing that everything you have ever desired is already making its way to you. Your divine healing and financial resolution are waiting right here. Perhaps there is a voice in your mind right now, a whisper of doubt born from decades of disappointment, telling you that it is simply too late. You might be looking back at the calendar pages that have turned, the years that have slipped through your fingers, while you were busy surviving, caring for others, and keeping everything from falling apart. The world tries to tell you that vitality, deep love, and massive success belong only to the youth. But the universe is stepping in right now to shatter that illusion completely. The divine does not count your earthly years. The divine measures the depth, the wisdom, and the readiness of your spirit. And your spirit is magnificent. The first half of your life was the schooling, the rigorous training ground where your empathy was tested, your patience was stretched to its absolute limits, and your strength was proven. Now you are stepping into the harvest season. Everything you have planted in tears, you are about to reap in absolute overwhelming joy. Think about the people who took advantage of your boundless kindness. Think about the times you gave your last dollar, your last ounce of energy, and your entire heart to those who walked away without a second glance. The universe saw every single moment of that injustice. Nothing was missed. The scales of cosmic justice are balancing right now in your favor. Those who underestimated you will soon watch in disbelief as your life is suddenly flooded with blessings that defy all logical explanation. You are being positioned for a miraculous comeback. The heavy cloak of invisibility that made you feel unseen and unvalued is being lifted off your shoulders. You're about to shine so brightly, with such a radiant and undeniable grace, that the right people, the right opportunities, and the right abundance will be magnetically drawn to you. As you absorb these words, allow a deep, soothing breath to fill your lungs. feel a warm golden light beginning to circulate through your veins. Your physical body, which has carried the heavy burdens of stress, hard labor, and emotional trauma, is receiving a profound signal of restoration. The aches that remind you of your difficult past are being gently dissolved by this new frequency of peace. Your cells are regenerating. Your mind, previously clouded by the exhaustion of constant worry, is becoming sharp, clear, and immensely powerful. You will begin to wake up feeling a renewed sense of purpose, a physical lightness that you have not felt in decades. This is not just a spiritual awakening, it is a physical rejuvenation. The divine is breathing new life into you, preparing your earthly vessel to handle the massive influx of joy and prosperity that is currently rushing toward your doorstep. And speaking of prosperity, your entire relationship with abundance is being rewritten today. For so long you have lived under the heavy shadow of financial survival, counting, calculating, and fearing the arrival of the next bill. You have lived with the painful belief that honest, hard-working people are destined to struggle while the ruthless thrive. That generational curse ends with you. The universe is unlocking vaults of provision that were reserved specifically for this chapter of your life. Financial avenues you never even considered are opening. Debts will be resolved in ways that feel like pure miracles. You are transitioning from the agonizing energy of scarcity into the peaceful, flowing river of divine abundance. Money will become a tool of freedom for you, rather than a source of panic. You will finally have the resources to not only rest and care for yourself, but to bless those you truly love without hesitation. In the quiet hours of the evening, when the house is still and the silence feels heavier than usual, I know your heart has ached for true companionship. You have wondered if you are meant to walk the rest of this journey entirely alone. Hear this with absolute certainty. Your soulmate, your true divine counterpart, is actively being guided toward you. This is not the chaotic, heartbreaking love of your past. The universe has prepared a partner who matches your maturity, your spiritual depth, and your quiet strength. Someone who has also weathered the storms of life and knows the supreme value of loyalty, gentleness, and peace. They are seeking you just as deeply as you are seeking them. When your paths cross, there will be no games, no confusion, and no drama. It will feel like coming home. You will sit together, sharing stories, sharing laughter, and realizing that every heartbreak you endured was simply redirecting you away from the wrong paths, so you could finally arrive at this perfect, destined union. This is your profound confirmation. Every struggle, every tear, every moment of profound isolation was leading to this grand shift. You are a chosen one, a vital pillar of light in a world that desperately needs your wisdom. Stand tall in your magnificent maturity. The universe is incredibly proud of the warrior you have become. Release the lingering pain, release the need to understand why things happened the way they did, and simply open your hands to receive. The wait is over. The suffering has concluded. Step boldly into this era of profound healing, endless wealth and magnificent love. You are safe, you are cherished, and your most glorious days are dawning right now. Your definitive healing and divine resolution are waiting right here.
Editor. The infographic shows that the three stories are not simply romances between wealthy men and strong women. They are reflections on power, dignity, prejudice, and the emotional damage caused when people treat relationships like business agreements. Julian, Weston, and Adrian begin by believing that money, contracts, and authority can solve every problem. Each man enters a false marriage to protect his position, satisfy a family demand, or preserve a corporate empire. At first, the women are viewed as convenient solutions. Ilara is underestimated because she works as a cleaner, Sienna is dismissed as an ordinary teacher, and Margot is treated like a professional companion hired to perform a role. Yet each woman possesses intelligence, courage, and a sense of self that cannot be purchased. The common story arc explains how these transactional relationships gradually become genuine. Conflict appears because the men want control while the women demand respect. Hidden truths then force everyone to confront their assumptions. Ilara is revealed as an heiress who rejected wealth, Sienna is exposed as a mother carrying painful financial burdens, and Margot is connected to a family destroyed by corporate greed. These discoveries create betrayal and shame, but they also begin the emotional transformation. The men can no longer hide behind status. They must choose between protecting their pride and becoming vulnerable enough to love honestly. Psychologically, all three stories show that trust is earned through consistent action. Expensive gifts, contracts, and promises fail because they do not heal deeper wounds. Julian proves his care when he stays beside Ilara during her illness. Weston changes when he makes room in his life for Sienna and her son instead of condemning her sacrifice. Adrian begins repairing the past when he returns Margot's father's fountain pen and confronts corruption connected to his family. These gestures replace possession with service. Love becomes believable only when power is used to listen, protect, and repair. The infographic also highlights the social criticism within the stories. Cleaners, teachers, mothers, and working women are underestimated by wealthy institutions. Their social position causes others to assume they are weak, uneducated, or easy to control. In reality, they are the people most capable of recognizing injustice. Corporate boards, lawyers, relatives, and business partners manipulate public opinion, hide stolen money, and use scandal as a weapon. The women help expose these systems because they notice details powerful people ignore. Their victories defend the dignity of ordinary workers and challenge the belief that wealth proves moral superiority. By the end, each relationship has moved from transactional to mutual, from distrustful to emotionally open, and from status-driven to value-driven. Justice is achieved publicly, but the deepest change happens privately. The men learn humility, the women recover agency, and love grows through truth rather than fantasy. The final message is that real wealth is not measured by inheritance, companies, or luxury. It is measured by the ability to respect another person, admit wrongdoing, protect the vulnerable, and transform personal power into meaningful social change.